Voila.
Good morning, everybody. We are back.
Yay! Another bright, beautiful Saturday morning.
Woo! And we are just woo! It's so good to be back. I know we're taping, guys, but you know what? That's just life in a big city sometimes.
Yeah, and then look how much brighter everything is.
And you can see the plants.
Yes.
You can see us. Good. Hallelujah. So,
now, Gigi, you can actually see the waterfall.
Yes, you can. Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you to Overcomers Church service this morning. I am Apostle Dr. Iva Bauer, sitting in with
Pastor Rochelle.
Yes, sitting in with Pastor Rochelle. We are here to bring you part 2 of
dun, 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 dun. Mindful relaxation.
Mindful relaxation. We don't get enough of that.
No.
I know I don't. I get it early in the morning when I get up because you getting up and you're right there with everything and you do your meditation and stuff. That's when you really should do your meditation. But we are bringing you mindful part 2, mindful relaxation this morning.
Yes.
It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Hallelujah. Ooh. So without no further ado, Pastor Rochelle is going to open us up in a short prayer.
Yes. Lord, creator of all the universe, all of us, everything, we are grateful, we are thankful for all that you do for us on a daily basis, for us to being able to commune with you, for us to be able to partner with you, for us to be able to realize the full potential that is within us, the power that lives within us. We are grateful and thankful for that. We are grateful and thankful for the ability for mindsets to be changed and transformed. We just ask today that you continue to guide us, lead us, and direct us throughout our service today, that you would be up front, foremost, with all that you have for us today. And we say that we are grateful and thankful to partner with you today. So have your way in and throughout our full conversation today. Have your way in the hearts of each and every person that comes on who hears this message. May it do something within them, to inspire them, to spark something within them, to take that time for themselves and have better self-care. We are just grateful and thankful for everything this beautiful, bright Saturday morning. And we say ashe, ashe, ashe.
Yay! Yes, we are back and we say ashe, ashe. That's just being grateful and thankful for everything that God is doing in our lives and how he lives in us.
Yeah.
And we live with him. So we are all one.
Yeah.
Just one. Hallelujah. So, Pastor Rochelle.
All right. So
we can start your testimony real quick.
So we won't be having you guys type in testimonies this week, of course, because it is a tape. But I'm just grateful and thankful that it's been a great week. And the more and more you realize the power within you and the abilities that you have within you, the more and more you can do.
Right.
And the more and more you can create. We are the creators of our own world.
Yes, we are.
We've got to begin to take charge of our life and of our world.
Mm-hmm. We do, because we create our reality. We really do. Even though people would say, oh, no, that's not so, and whatever. But it's true. We create our reality.
Yeah.
And because God has given us the authority.
Mm-hmm.
He gave us authority. And we have to, the reality that we create, we have to live with the consequences.
Right.
Because whatever we do, there's a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever consequence we got to live with, oh, well, that's what we got to live with.
Right. Some consequences are great. Some are not so great,
because of decisions that you made.
Right.
So we just got to learn that. And as we bring this message this morning with breathing and relaxation and stretching and doing everything that we have to do to help our bodies heal.
Yes.
In a natural way. So, let's move into the word. My testimony is I'm feeling great. My husband, he's feeling great. All is well. I just always recall the woman in the Bible when she was going to get the prophet Isaiah because her son was dead. He was dead, and she was not complaining. When her husband asked her, "How is everything?" What did she say?
All is well.
All is well.
Because that's what she believed. All was well.
All was
she
well.
believed that her son was going to be brought back to life. And all was well.
Was well, yes.
It's your perspective.
Yes, and that's the attitude I'm taking. Not that, we have anything going on negative, but my attitude from now on, and I've been taking this attitude starting last week, all is well. Because I believe all is well.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't care what shows what and what we see or didn't see, all is well.
Yeah.
Because I look at it this way: when your time comes, your time comes.
Right.
No matter what you do, when it's time to go back home, it's time to go home. It's time to leave this earth. So all is well. So without no further ado, we're going to move into the word right now.
Yes. So as we shared with you, this is part 2 today. So we are hitting the second one. Engage in gentle stretching. So stretch your body gently, focusing on areas where you hold tension, like your neck, your shoulders, and your back. All right?
Yes.
This can help
your arms.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be whatever areas that you feel the tension in your body.
Yeah.
That's key.
That's key because sometimes your arms, your legs, you feel that tension. It's whatever part of your body, like she says, you got to focus on that part, and that's how you stretch. Because especially when people have fibromyalgia, I remember I had fibromyalgia many years ago, and I learned that when I get up in the morning, I have to stretch, and I'm stretching now, and it's feeling good.
Yeah.
Because once you stretch and you stay that stretching, it stretch all those kinks out.
Yes.
All those kinks and winks that you have that you got up with, it stretches it out. Because as a dancer, I have to stretch my dancers before we do the dancing. And when they stretch through, because they're going to be using muscles that they don't use all the time.
Right.
They're going to be doing things that they don't do all the time. So in order to get to do those things, and you stretch, and then I've suggested them all the time, what I need you guys to do when you get home, have your parents put you in a tub of Epsom salt. And that will kind of bring down and help with those, if you have any pains and stuff.
Yeah,
even before it comes on, any tension. Yeah. Yes. Go ahead. I know it's my turn to breathe, but go ahead.
So, when you do this gentle stretching, it can help release physical stress and promote relaxation.
Yes.
Okay? Stretching is essential for maintaining flexibility, as Apostle said, also preventing injuries and promoting muscle recovery.
Yes.
See? So it's good to stretch afterwards as well.
Yes.
All right?
Yes. It is good to stretch. And especially when you come out of being soaked in Epsom salt and you dry off and everything and you just stretch those muscles. It's because they've been soaked, it's even more flexible.
Right.
They're even more flexible, and you can stretch, because stretching is a form of healing. It's a form of healing those muscles and those pains that you've been having. Because if you have a pain, I've done this. Like sometimes I have a pain in my side or something, and I just go and and I stretch it out.
Yes.
And then as I'm stretching it out, I'm rubbing that out. When I come back to it, I'm like, woo, that feels so good.
Right.
Yes.
Because we're paying attention to the area that's letting us know something is going on right there.
In their body.
Yeah?
Yes. Awesome. Woo! This is good, Miss Rochelle.
All right. So here is something that I think you guys are going to find interesting. According to research from MIT, incorporating deep breathing into your stretching routine can significantly boost its effectiveness.
And that's so true. That's so true. Because as you stretching, and you're doing that at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is the best healing you ever can have in your body.
Yeah, you're allowing your body to fully release as you exhale, as you stretch out, and then inhale as you bring it back in. Yeah, you're moving your breath, your body are in sync together. They're working together.
They're working
not
together
against each other, and that's the key. If you're not breathing with it, you're working against what you're trying to do.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Oh my and they don't usually teach us these types of things, you know?
We've never been taught.
Yeah.
Never been taught. The only way we've been taught if we go outside of whatever and we learn what we got to learn.
Right.
And a lot of that is when yoga comes in, because yoga teaches you all these things, and it makes some people, when they take some yogas, can hurt you in the sense of body wise. My sister used to take yoga, and she says she got hurt with certain movements and stuff, because some movements everybody can't do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I can't do the one putting the foot over the head or no. But when you well, I'll talk about it when you want me.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and start now. Go ahead.
You know, yoga has gotten a bad rap. It really has, and especially in the Christian world, it has gotten a bad rap. It's all demanding and all that, and that's not true. I think what people need to do is go and learn about things for themselves. Just like the Bereans. The Bereans research. The Bereans did things that we did not thought them. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, in the word it says, you got to read the Bible to show yourself approved. You got to go and try things to show yourself approved to the Lord. Because whatever you try in this world, whatever you do in this world, you're showing him that you're showing yourself approved, that you are going to do certain things to make yourself better. And when you're making yourself better, you're making him better. Right. Because he lives in you. And when people see that you can do these things and show that it's okay, they want to see, I want what you got.
Hello, somebody.
So when I went and I took yoga, it was really awesome. I enjoyed it. Why I ended up stopping, because I ended up having surgery and stuff like that. But I eventually, one day I want to go back when I have the time, because right now it's like I'm trying to get lots of stuff done in my home, and I've got to spit out some things that I need to get done. But when I enjoyed it, I enjoyed this because it's all about stretching.
Do you want to kind of explain how you go through the process of just like one body part and how you speak?
Yeah, well, when what you got, and you know, and I learned this is when the lady said to me, she said, you know, you got to speak to your body, and she said, we'll take like the arm, you got to just. Like if you're stretching your arm and you're doing what you got to do, you speak into that arm to make sure that you're telling that arm, you can do it. You can do what I want you to do. Arm, I want you to stretch out. You're going to stretch out. Like perfect example, I learned this from Marisa Peer. She said, look, I'm going to turn my arm like this, okay? So while she turned her arm, she put her arm back. You see how far my arm is? It's not that far. So then she brought the arm back, and then she says, close your eyes and now meditate a little bit and tell the arm, you can go back as far as you want to. You can do it. So now let's hold the arms out, and now stretch the arm back. You see how far I went? You spoke to it.
Right.
You spoke to the arm.
Yes.
You speak to your body. You speak to your shoulders. Shoulders, you can do it. So when you stretching shoulders, I want to release all the stress that I have in my shoulders. So you just close your eyes and you tell the shoulders, I want to move up and down, and there's no pain, and release everything that's in there. So I know when I pick my arms up, and I'm going to speak to my arms and my shoulders, I am going to feel better. And my arm, along with my shoulder, without no stress, is going to go way back. Arms and shoulders, you can do it. You can go way, way back. Hello? See how back I am? Far back. Because I spoke to it. I speak to my body. I speak to my legs. I speak to the whole body. See, I started out here, and now I can go way back. I couldn't do that before. You see what I'm saying? Try it. Try speaking to your body. Speak to the arms, speak to your shoulders, back. I can bend you. You can, my vertebrae, line up vertebrae.
Yeah.
Because when I get up, I can bend close to touching my toes. You have to speak to every part. And that's part of yoga also.
Yeah.
Because in yoga, when you're going to stretch, there's that special part. She did that to me. She says, I'm going to do this special yoga with you. We're going to speak to the body. And then I saw Marissa Peer doing it with the arm. And I'm like, wow. And that's something. Marissa Peer even did something that she had everybody close their eyes, if I can recall. And then she told them, you're going to lean to the side or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And then people were just automatically leaning, and without even them knowing. So when she told them, open your eyes and you see, there were some people were like all the way down. So when this lady that I took the class with, she says, we're going to do it, because it was my birthday that day when I went. And she said, we're going to do it special. We're going to speak to every part of your body. And when we speak it, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to see, you're going to stretch. And when you stretch, you're going to see how far your body going to go. And you're going to be like amazed.
Yes.
And I was like, wow. So we have to speak to our bodies and tell the body what we want the body to do. Just like I saw this man that they were talking about him. He had cancer of something. This was back in the day. I mean, in the 60s, 70s, or 80s, or 20s, or something. I can't remember. And the man, they were doing a test. So they gave him an injection, and supposedly the injection didn't work. I'm paraphrasing. So the doctors decided, they didn't tell him, they decided they're going to give him some water in this injection. Okay. So they just told him that they were giving him a stronger medication.
Yeah.
So when they gave him water, he didn't know he was getting water. But the brain, the mind is very, very powerful. And when they gave it to him, do you know that man healed himself just thinking that he was healed?
Yeah.
And that's what we got to do. And that's what I got to do. You got to do it. All of us got to do it. And just with the arm, like I was showing you guys, speak to your arm. You can stand up. We're sitting right now, but when Marissa Peer did this exercise, and when the lady did it with me, we did it. I wasn't standing up yet. We were on the mat. And then she did some on the mat, and then we stood up, and then I was like, when I left her shop, I was already limb again, like I was limb when I was young. You see what I'm saying? Awesome. I was limb because we can do it. We got to speak to our bodies. You got to speak to your organs. You speak to those organs, whatever is in there, your kidney, your liver, your whatever, out. If you're having any pain, this morning I got to put a back pain, and I'm like, damn, I don't usually have back pain. What's going on? But I saw a man on TikTok, and he was saying that if we have back pains and stuff like that, while we get the earth is shifting. The earth is shifting. So he was teaching that the earth is shifting. That's why we ended up having back pains and we're feeling kind of sluggish. And I know I'm not a sluggish person, but I lately get up with like that when we spoke last week. It was hard. So we just have to do our exercises. Try it, guys.
Yeah.
Speak to your body. Tell your body what, just like I close your eyes and talk to your body and tell your arm. Move your arm first, and it's like right here, and tell your arm or arms. You can do both arms. You're going to move as far as I want you to move, and as you can move. And when you swing that arm back, that arm is going to get further. Yeah. And even with your neck, you can say, neck, I want you, when I'm going to turn before I speak to it. Okay, I'm going to turn. This is as far as I can go with Rochelle right now. This is far. Neck, I want you to go as far as you can go when I turn, because I know you can do it. And you're the best neck I ever had. See? When I did it here with her like this, that's as far I could go. But then when I spoke to my neck, hey!
Everything moves better.
And it flow better. My neck, and I'm not hurting when I did it.
Right.
Speak to that body. Speak to it. Close your eyes and tell it what you want it to do. And that's what's going to happen.
Yes.
And that's my part that I
have. Thank you,
You're
Apostle.
try it. It works.
Yes. All right. So we're talking about breath and movement. So synchronize breath with movement. As you move through each stretch, you're going to synchronize your breath with your movement. Here's an example. So you're going to inhale as you get ready to prepare to stretch, and then you're going to exhale as you move deeper into that stretch that you're doing.
Yes.
Okay.
Do
It says this rhythm will help you to maintain focus and control throughout your routine. Yes.
Isn't that awesome? That is so fabulous. That is fantastic.
So now, next, what you'll do is you'll hold and breathe. Once you've reached that desired stretch position, you're going to hold that pose and continue to breathe deeply. With each exhale, imagine your muscles relaxing and lengthening. Just as Apostle said, she spoke to it. With this time instead, you're imagining your body doing it.
Lengthening.
Yes.
She said the word. Lengthening.
Yes.
And that's what you do. You do it lengthens because you speak to it.
Yes.
And some of you, if you want to command it or whatever you want to do, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
It lengthens, because when I turned to look at her, that's as far as I could do until I spoke to my neck and told her, neck, you can move as far as you got to move. Look back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome? And that's what we need to do.
Yeah. So the one for the yoga that Apostle did was speaking to it. And this one is talking about visualizing it. So you can do both parts together to make it even more impactful in your body. So visualization can help you deepen the stretch and increase your flexibility through it. Okay. Now, here's another thing, though. After you've done your initial stretching that you've done, because you're stretching to stretch everything out nice and good, well, you should also do cool down with breathing afterwards. And so with that, after completing your stretching routine, you're going to spend a few minutes in a seated or lying position, whichever one works best for you, and you're going to focus solely on your breath then. Okay, so with this cool down period, it's going to help to further relax the muscles, and it's going to signal the body it's time to transition out of exercise mode.
Yes. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, you'll notice in your body the difference.
And one thing, when she was saying strengthening and lengthening and doing these things, the athletes, we just had the Olympics in Paris. Was it? Yeah, Paris, Versailles. So the athletes, what they do, and this part, it was imagine. They imagine, which is, they do a lot of meditation, and they meditate, and they imagine that they're either going to lance, or they're going to jump, or they're going to do whatever before they do it.
Yeah, that's visualization. Hello,
see yourself doing it. Just like when I was doing dancing, I used to dream and see myself in the dream doing the dance.
Yes.
I am not from Russia, but I learned a Russian dance in my dream, in my sleep. I went to bed and I said, Lord, I want to learn a Russian dance to teach these kids with the history behind it. When I woke up, I knew how to dance it. I knew the history and everything.
Yes.
Because back then we didn't have YouTube nor the internet when I was teaching this in the 90s. And then I want to learn whatever dance. And I learned it. Learned all my dances in my dream. And then I got up and I went into the library and I researched. I got books, I got tapes, and I researched and I taught the kids, and I taught it with a history behind it. Yeah. That's how I taught the dance. And that's what, and when you see yourself doing it, you can do it.
Yes.
The minute you do it in your dreams or in your mind, you can do it. What's that young lady that beat Serena that time when she won? Yeah. She visualized herself beating Serena. Yeah. And she won.
In that tennis match, yeah.
And this is very, very powerful.
Yes.
We got so much power here, but we don't utilize it. And some of us don't know how to utilize it.
Yeah.
But you have to learn how to use it. Just desire it. Desire it and just meditate. When we live a meditated life and a fasted life, you go for very far.
Yeah.
In life. Go ahead, Michelle.
All right. So that's kind of taking you through breathing within your stretching. We talked about breathing last week. This time we're talking about stretching with your breathing included. Now we're going to go to part 3. And part 3 is create a soothing bedtime ritual. These are all things, remember, that you can do on a daily basis. To love on yourself, but to calm your body down, de-stress your body, get your body to relax.
Exactly, exactly. So now we are going to go to
all right.
number
3. Create a calming pre-sleep routine, such as taking a warm bath, reading a book, or journaling. Other things you can do are you can have an affirmation card deck where you read through some affirmations while you're laying there or sitting up in the bed. You're going to read the affirmations out loud, because you're going to be speaking it over yourself. Exactly. Yeah, these affirmations.
Exactly. Yeah, and one lady, I was seeing, I don't know if I'm going ahead of you, but this one lady, she is on TikTok, and she said, in the mornings before you speak to anybody, speak affirmations in the mirror over your body. Just speak it. So you speak it at night and you speak it in the morning. Speak it over your body, and you will see the transformation that you get when you do that stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, that is so awesome. Because that's mirror work also, and that's work that you want to speak over your body. Because we should speak over ourselves.
Yeah.
We should speak over ourselves. We should have things that we say. I'm firmly right now in meditation, because meditation is what Yeshua did. Yeshua did more meditation than anything else.
Right.
And because that's the way he could communicate with his daddy.
Right.
Is by meditating. Just talking like this, we communicate, but it's not the same.
Right.
As when you meditate and you even speak in tongues and you go into that higher realm, girlfriend, hello. Woo!
It just changes.
It changes your whole trajectory.
Yes.
Okay? I got that word out there. And then it change your whole trajectory of life. So we need to do that. We're encouraging that, because this is self-care. We're teaching you again another part of self-care by breathing and doing what we got to do. Go ahead.
Okay. So, let's see. So I told you could read a book. Well, it could be a book, or it could have affirmations, the affirmation cards. But another one I want to talk about is aligning your chakras. That's something you can do every evening before you go to bed. Yeah.
And you do that in meditation.
Yes.
And your chakras are your center points. Some people know them by center point, but mostly it is chakras. Yeshua talked about the chakras. And we got 7 of them that we work on. And the chakras are all connected to the organs of your body.
Yeah.
The organs of your body. You see what I'm saying? And I have when I was cleaning in my office, I came across my this thing that with your feet and your hand, or it connect with different parts of your body. Yeah, and I gotta go and dig it up again. I think I put it
and
out.
make some copies so we can.
Yeah, I think we had copies, because it was a 3. I think we had copies of it. I think so, but I gotta see where I put it, because I didn't put it back, because I wanted to keep it, because it's very important to have that, because it connects. Your fingers connect with different parts of your body. Your everybody. Your legs, feet, your feet.
Everything. Yeah,
it connects with your lungs
points.
And different parts of your body. Amazing, where you can rub that out, and it helps with those areas of your body.
Right.
It does connect.
Yeah, and especially if you're feeling ill or starting to feel it coming on, especially if you know where those spots are in your feet, you can take some oil, because eucalyptus helps with the lungs and stuff to clear out stuff. But they have different essential oils and stuff you can rub in certain areas in your feet.
And every chakra, and believe it or not, every chakra has its own oil. Every chakra has its own herb. every chakra have its own color. Yeah, because they do have their own colors, and they have their own herb, they have their own oil, they have their own different things that it does in the body. Believe it or not, we have to be in tune with these things because it's part of our body.
Right.
You see, it's part of our body, and we've never been taught. The church is not teaching you this. The schools is not teaching you this. Wherever you go, they're not teaching you these things, and we should know these things.
Right.
But the doctors are not teaching you these things.
Right.
None of them are teaching you these things. You got to learn these things on your own. That's why we bring in these things to you, so you can learn that you and go online and learn. Love. The University of YouTube.
Hello,
TikTok,
somebody.
Facebook,
Google. I mean,
Google.
you just go on and
go Google the different things. There's oils, there's your herbs, there's everything.
Yeah, they have incense related to each particular
chakra,
one.
Everything, and it's not demonic. It's God given things to us. God gave us these things. Utilize it.
Right.
Utilize it. Come on, somebody. Woo! Hallelujah.
All right. So the next one I want to talk about is gratitude. So gratitude and appreciation are core positive psychological practices that have been shown to boost physical, mental, and emotional health.
Yes.
Okay. So most people, have a normal gratitude thing when they eat, a lot of people. So they cultivate a habit of expressing things silently or verbally before they eat a meal and appreciate the nourishment that it provides, right? So, gratitude for food, it is important. Yeah, but we have to realize that we have to take it much broader than that.
Yes. Bigger spectrum.
Yeah, that is key.
Bigger spectrum.
Very key. So gratitude in life, in general, fosters a mindset of appreciation for your life. It's for overcoming obstacles, for direction during difficult situations, right?
Yeah.
People, places, and things that you experience. These are all things that you can show gratitude towards. Yes. So as part of your evening routine, I invite you to consider 3 things that you are grateful for today. So just take that time. It talked about journaling. This is one of the things you can do. You can do a gratitude journal where every evening you just write down 3 things that you're grateful for that particular day.
Yeah. And we should, because we should be grateful for everything we do. We should be grateful for our healing. We should be grateful for the water we drink. We should be grateful for just moving around because we take things for granted.
We do.
You see, we can lift our arms right now, but if you lose those limbs,
right,
you're like, oh my God, I miss my arm.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Oh my God, I miss things because I've had organ stuff removed. My breast has been removed. But yeah, it's replaced, but it's not the same.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we have to be grateful for everything we do, everything we have in life. Be thankful. We thank the Lord for a lot of these things that we have because we could not have had.
Right.
We could have not, even life.
Hello.
Even the chance of breathing is like Jeffrey last week said, Minister Jeffrey said, God breathed in us. He gave us breath when we were made.
Yeah.
Let us make man in our own image.
Right.
Let us breathe in man.
Yeah.
And we got breathing. Because who knows how many of us were made and how many of them are breathing in us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we have to be grateful for everything in life. Everything that you get. You got a new job. I'm so grateful for that job.
Yes.
You have a baby. I'm so grateful my baby have 10 fingers, 10 2 arms and 2 legs, and he sees good, and everything. I'm grateful my daughter made it safely to Panama, and I know I'm grateful that my daughter is back safely.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Gratefulness.
It's key things, and When you choose to do a gratitude journal, if you're a negative person, it helps you to get out of that mindset for a little bit. But you're going to have to put in the work, because it's going to be work if you're always thinking about the negative stuff, because you have got to change things so that it's completely positive,
Yes.
right? That's key. And so, the last piece that I kind of want to go over with you today is it's Proverbs 8 and it's verse 14. So I'm gonna read it to you in the Passion Translation. All right. And then this is another form of journaling that you can do. You can take a journal that, or a devotional, take a devotional, read through the devotional for that day, and then you can do some journaling, because when you want to relax your body and get ready for bed in the evening, you're not going to have the TV on. You're going to take out those types of sounds and the bright blue lights and everything. You want to have like a paper actual devotional or something, so you're not getting the blue light and everything from the electronics. Okay, and then you're going to be handwriting this out. So the scripture is Proverbs 8:14, and the one I'm giving you is in the Passion Translation. It says, "You will find true success when you find me, for I have insight into wise plans that are designed just for you. I hold in my hands living understanding, courage, and strength." So, what I'm going to give you is a quick expert out of a devotional. This particular one is Brian Simmons, and it's I Hear God's Whisper. And he says, "Let me encourage you. Come into the secret place and find encouragement that waters your thirsty soul. I have words of life to share with you today, and living understanding to strengthen you. Run into shelter of my presence and let my love wash over you in a fresh way. I don't offer stale bread to my hungry lovers. Eat of my word now. Tune your ear to my voice. Give me the heavy weight of the burden of fear that you're carrying. There may be uncertainty in your life, but I see everything clearly. There are no mysteries to me, and I won't let the tides of confusion sweep you away. I see how my hands hold you steady. You cannot escape the grip of my glorious grace. What wondrous plans I have for you. What a future you have in me. Let me guide you further in my goodness as you follow my leading. I promise to never let you go or get too far ahead. I give you eyes to see from my perspective. Look to me, and nothing will ever shadow your hope."
Oh my God, I got goosebumps. Oh, that is so beautiful. I'm sorry, I had to step up for a little bit. But oh my God.
So what you want to do is take a devotional. And then you're going to take, after you've read through it, that's when you're going to pick up your journal and you're just going to start writing everything that comes to your mind and allow God to speak to you and share with you. And every time you do that in the evening, you're going to date it, and then you can go back and look through those different things that the Lord has spoken to you. So this is another way that you can take that quiet time and rest your body and prepare for bed in the evening.
That is so beautiful. I'm sorry, I had to take this one. I had to. But oh my God, that is so beautiful. Rochelle did a great. You're doing a great job with this, girl.
Thank you.
You're born for this. You're born for this. And you should always keep this up with me. This is beautiful. Oh, that is so beautiful. That is,
so yeah, find a nice devotional, that you can just read that one page for the day, and then just start writing and see how the Lord flows.
Just flow.
Yes.
And you'll be into that. When you're reading that devotional, just close your eyes for a minute and go into a meditative state. And then just read it, and then you start writing.
Yes.
And you just flow with it. Oh my God, with the Lord, oh my God, anything can happen because you'll be right up there with Him.
Yeah.
Hello. Hallelujah. So beautiful. What a word, what a word, what a word. This has been awesome. This has been awesome.
It's my favorite time.
Michelle's favorite time of the day.
So if you want to sow into this ministry, as we sow into your lives and hopefully sow into the lives of people that you know, don't forget, make sure that you do share this with your friends and tell your friends to share it with others, because we desire to give uplifting, encouraging, and life-changing messages that can make a difference in your day-to-day life. We're not here to preach at you. We're here to walk with you, to teach you things that are going to help you be the best you that you can be. So if you want to sow into the ministry as we sow into your lives and into your hearts, it's super simple. All you have to do is flip over to Cash App, and you're going to type in IVABOWERS. That's Iva Bowers, IVABOWERS. Right? Super simple.
We have a song with that. That's to encourage you. Right?
I know, right? If you want to give a check, no worries.
Yeah.
You see the phone number scrolling on the bottom?
Yeah.
Just hit up the phone number.
Yeah.
And we will give you the address, and then you can send a check. All checks are made out to Overcomers Church. All right? So super simple, super easy. We appreciate you. We are grateful for you. We are very thankful for you.
Thank you. And we love you, and we pray that you enjoy this video. It's not the same as interacting, but guys, we love you and we miss it too. But hopefully it won't be too long. So we just I'm going to say a prayer of protection over everybody. And I love you, and I pray that you have a blessed day. This prayer protection is from Kathleen Punda, Pastor Kathleen Punda, and she said, "The light of God surround us all. The love of God enfold us. The power of God protect us. The presence of God watch over us. The mind of God guides us. The life of God flow through us. The law of God directs us. The power of God abide within us. The joy of God uplift us. The strength of God renew us. The beauty of God inspire us, that wherever we are, God is, and all is well." God bless you all, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.